Pretty cool suit, right? In this video, I'll be showing you how I made this suit out of just cardboard, how much I spent, and just some other stuff about the suit. Back in late July, I decided to make a helmet while I was sick, and it was actually a pretty fun project, and I think it turned out well for the beginning. About a month later, I decided to make an arc reactor, which took quite some time, but I was really happy with the outcome. Then of course I had to make the chest piece, and that's when I really decided to commit to the project, since, I mean, hey, I'd already really gone that far. About a week later is kind of just when I completed the neck brace and the shoulders. Then I thought it was kind of time to make a new arc reactor that would actually fit the suit, since I had been working on that for a while, and it actually turned out really well. It was a real flashlight in the dark, as you can see. Then I made the abs. It was here that I thought took the biggest change, because not only did I make this without a template, but it really just started to come together. I was really proud of this too. The back was by far my least favorite piece to make, just because it took so long and the end results were really bad in my opinion. It looked really flat and the templates were just extremely hard to follow. This is when the real grind kicked in. At this point, it was October, and I really needed this suit to be done by Halloween since that was my deadline. Anyway, moving on to the arm, I was really proud of how this turned out. It took a really long time. I actually had to buy the templates for this because I couldn't find any of them online, but I think the end results were definitely worth it. It looks really cool. Mobility is kind of handicapped, but we don't talk about that. Next, I made the codpiece, or the pelvic region, or I don't know what you really call that. Anyway, I made that, and I kind of made a different one. Anyway, after the codpiece, I made the shins, and honestly, these didn't really turn out very well. The bottom was really messed up, as you can see, on the right leg. And the knees would point elsewhere, and it wouldn't really align with the thighs once I made them. I don't know, just not a very good piece. Here I finished the thighs in not 1 week, not 3 days, but in one singular day. Yeah, I made both of the thighs in one day. That was the biggest grind of my life. Anyway, I'm really happy with how the thighs turned out. Not super happy with the right leg, my bad. Just because the shin would twist the wrong way and the knee joint wouldn't really work. But other than that, the legs turned out pretty nice. Hey, look at that. The entire suit is complete. Except for, the main thing. The paint. Yeah, I wasn't actually gonna paint the suit until after Halloween because I didn't think I was gonna have enough time, but lo and behold, I had an entire week thanks to the 1-day grind of both of the thighs. So with that extra time, I made a new helmet and another codpiece because they both needed some work. Also, this is what the suit looked like with the 2 new pieces added. The first day of spray painting, I just applied 1 coat because I only had enough time to do 1 coat for the entire suit. But there were about 4 pieces that only had red, and the other 6 had at least a little bit of gold, which I put on first and then taped off later. Oh, and of course I had to get some of this peeling action out here. Here I spray painted the rest of the red onto the other pieces. And finally, I was able to finish the rest of the pieces. All I had to do at this point was just fill in the little gaps with paint, and then it would all be finished. Here's a time lapse of me putting it on for the very first time. Then I finally just got a chance to move around and walk in it. Alright, well that's how the suit was made. Now let's take a look at the process that I took to actually make it. At first I would try to go online and just find some good templates that would look good with the rest of the pieces. After I found some good templates and downloaded them and printed it out, I'd just cut out all of them and then trace it onto some cardboard which I'd cut out later. This is just what the pieces would look like once they were traced out onto the cardboard. Once I had all the pieces cut out, I would just use a reference video or whatever video I used and took the template from to just combine all the pieces using hot glue. With a piece like this, I just took a reference video and tried to make the piece as accurate as possible. I actually don't have any footage of it, me like combining or making the piece, so sorry about that. Now when it came to the actual spray paint, I just went to the local hardware store and just found whatever spray paint that I thought looked fine. This probably wasn't the best idea in hindsight, but it turned out pretty good, so I'm happy with the results. When it comes to the cardboard, I had just a lot of it. A bunch of it would just be sitting here, and I mostly just got it from my dad's work or whenever we just had any cardboard laying around. All of this is just a bunch of scraps that have been cut out from this cardboard. And yeah, that's just what my collection of cardboard looks like. So that's how you make an Iron Man cardboard piece. If you have any questions on like how to make a certain piece or you're just confused on how I did any of it, make sure to just leave a comment or find a way to message me somehow. I'll totally respond, and yeah, I have a lot of the answers that you might be asking for, since I was asking them a lot myself these past couple months. In all, this project probably cost me about $20, and all 20 of those dollars were probably just spent on spray paint. So you can definitely tell that this was a very cost-effective build. You really don't have to have a lot, basically just either some hot glue, some box cutters, and some scissors to cut out the templates. Oh, and probably a printer too. If you have any questions on how I made any of the pieces, the links to the templates should be in the description, and if they're not there, I'll just explain how, you know, I got the templates. Thank you all guys so much for watching. This was a really fun project to make, and see you guys all next time.